Hello everybody, I'm trying some things. Bear with me. A little early anyway. Okay. My guess is maybe the lens needs to be cleaned. Let's see what happens. Did I screw it up? Hang on. Maybe not. Hello everybody. Let me grab some coffee. Now I can't get my sound up. I'm sure you can hear the blowers and the brush trimmers out there. All right, how does that look to everyone? One thing I have done is I've switched to the new phone today. I've been using the old one because it's easier. But I have to assume that the new phone is obviously the new phone is a much better phone. There's no assumption involved. It is clearly, factually, a much better phone and an infinitely better camera. So why not use it? The other big news is my phone is now T-Mobile, and I have the internet box in a bag. So by the next time we play, my internet will be T-Mobile. And it's fuzzy. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Whoops. And now we have Jesus. Okay. All right, I'm going out. Can't win here. There we are. That looks much better to me. How about you guys? Okay. Let me top it off. My coffee, that is. Alrighty. I think this could work out. Now keep in mind, I'm still on AT&T internet for the time being, but I bought the stuff. I'm not sure what's wrong with the brightness on my laptop either. It's very strange. I don't know how to explain it. But I can see it, so that's fine. That's the one the stats are on. So, let's see who's here. We have Frank, Kelly. Frank's pre-play, Mets 5, Braves 4. And let's see, we've got Kenyon here. Hello, Mike. Hello, Colin. Well, but people said they couldn't tell the difference in the picture. But be that as it may. I'm going away from the old phone anyway. The old phone now, to stream a game, I started 100%. And I'm down to 30% battery by the end of the game. It used to be So I'm using 70 to 80% of the battery for one game. It used to be 45 to 50% of the battery for one game. So that old phone's on its way to the graveyard anyway. So I may as well get used to using the new phone for the YouTube. The phone, as far as not the internet, but the phone itself, the wireless, we did a speed test in the store. The speed was 7 times what I had on AT&T. That's encouraging. If the internet follows suit, we should be in pretty good shape. That's right, at least 7 times, to be frank. I was hitting about 1.4 gigs. My latest speed test on AT&T was 170 megabytes. That's download speed. Upload, of course, slower. I was hitting around 20 to 40 AT&T. Of course, I've had no way to test T-Mobile in that regard yet. So, that's what I've been doing. And then I came home, of course, and have been annoyed by these blowers all day long, which you can hear. And why isn't this brighter? I don't understand it. That's the volume. That's as bright as it goes. That must be my eyes playing tricks on me then. Nothing I can do about that. Okay, let's talk about the game today. We've got the Braves at the Mets. It's the third game of a 3-game set. These teams split the first 2, so that makes this the rubber game. Tony Cloninger for the Braves, Jack Hamilton for the Mets. Mets in last place, 16 and 29. The Braves 25 and 30. And when it comes time to go to the Mets bullpen, I was going to show you this, but actually I'm afraid to move the camera now because the last time I tried to do that, picture went sideways on me. Basically, I can sum it up as follows. Other than Ryban and Hamilton, the entire Met pitching staff is a disaster. So when it comes time to choose a reliever, hell, you may as well just flip a coin. They're all terrible. Okay? I'm just going to say that going in. With a 4.53 team ERA, let's see where that ranks. That's got to be last, doesn't it? Let's go to the first grand totals here for a moment. It's not. I'll be damned. The Cubs are worse. Cubs have a 4.84 team ERA. The Braves are about in the middle, 4.21. They are 6th of 10. The league ERA as a whole is 3.94. So the Mets again at 4.53. Atlanta 4.21. As for the individual starters today, Cloninger, 4-7 with a high 5.47. He's made 13 starts, 1 relief outing. He's worked 81 innings. For Mr. Hamilton, he's been the Mets' best pitcher, other than Ryban, who's only worked 48 innings. Hamilton 2-5 with a 3.20 ERA, 11 starts, 2 complete games. 3 relief appearances, 76 innings, just 62 hits allowed. And hello there, Al, hello, Bill, and hello, Unmitigated. Yes, where's Michael when we need him? One of his favorite players taking the field here, Woody Woodward. Well, Bill, the picture hasn't been the problem. It's the buffering that's been the problem of late. And hopefully the switch to T-Mobile will improve that. Although for today, again, we are still on the AT&T internet, which is interesting. I didn't even know you could do that. Okay, so I'm on, my phone's already T-Mobile. My wireless is T-Mobile. My internet, until I hook the new one up, is still AT&T. So I learned something. Also proving how little I understand about these things. Okay, here's the Braves lineup on finally a Friday happy hour game. Eddie Matthews leads off at third base. Woody Woodward at shortstop. Hank Aaron in the 3 spot in right field. Felipe Alou will play left. Mac Jones is in center. Joe Torre at first base. Always brings a smile to my face to welcome in Rico Cardi at catcher. I can't get over that. Felix Millan at second base hits 8th, and Cloninger, a good hitting pitcher, in the 9 spot. Before this replay, I was unaware that Rico Cardi ever caught, and having seen Cardi in the later years of his career, heck, he was an adventure in left field by then. I'm talking 1971, thereabouts, 71, 72. I could not have imagined him catching, but he's been catching the last several games for the Braves. And with that, we're set to get underway here. Hopefully a smooth stream today. Doug Harvey's behind the plate, one of my all-time favorites. Just under 13,400 piled into Shea Stadium for this one. As far as what, Franklin? The Astros, in team ERA, 4.35. They are 7th in ERA. But they lead the league in runs scored by far. So they make up for it a bit. The Braves are 2nd in the league in runs scored. The Mets are a dead last. Here's a good comparison. The Mets have scored 145 runs. The Braves 280. Now, granted, the Braves have played a few more games, 55 to 45. Well, it's 10 more games. That's a lot more games. I'm guessing quite a few of those Met games will not, from the early April rainouts, I'm guessing they won't even be made up. 1,611 of 1,620 scheduled games will be played. So there will be 9 games that are never made up. I believe that's right. It's something like that. Don't hold me to that. Okay, here we go. I think it's 1609, and there were 2 ties. And of course, I don't play ties. We play those we play those to the finish. Here's Matthews leading it off. I like that, Rick. That's a good point. We've got what we've got, which I incorrectly announced yesterday, right? I said it was Cleveland. I was looking ahead at June 10th, so I apologize for that. We're still on June the 9th. Eddie Matthews will lead it off, hitting .268, 6 homers, 18 RBIs. Hamilton gets the sign. We're underway. The pitch is a 6-11 left-handed. It's a fly ball to right field. Luplow has it. And there's one down. And here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. Real life, the Braves won this game 8-4. You can always see that right down here to the left of the team names. Woody Woodward steps in, hitting .282. No homers, 24 RBIs. Hamilton into the windup. The right-hander delivers a 1-3 right-handed. That's going to be a grounder to first. Stewart has it. Flips to Hamilton covering, and there's 2 down. I still don't understand this gray-looking stat screen. Okay, that's fine. I can read it. 2 down, and here's Major League home run leader Henry Aaron. Aaron at 233, 22 homers, 53 RBIs. And hello to Ben, and hello to Trent. Hamilton with the pitch to Aaron. It's going to be a 2-6 right-handed. Called strike 3. Doug Harvey rings him up, and that's the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Hamilton. So after half an inning, it's Braves nothing. New York coming to bat against Tony Cloninger. One three, not three. Woodward. Okay, shit. I'm sorry. Let's back that up. Woodward was a 1-3, which is a single to right field. Thank you, thank you. Bailed me out again. I'm so sorry. This is at least easily fixable. So instead of the Mets up, we're going to have Woodward at first, 2 down, and Felipe Alou at the plate against Hamilton. Woodward not a threat to run. So here's Alou hitting .347. He leads the club in batting, not counting Cardi, of course, who doesn't have enough at-bats to qualify. Alou, .347, 6 home runs, 32 RBIs. Hamilton from the stretch. On a 1-7 right-handed, that is ripped into left center, double to 5. Cranepool over to get it. It'll be a long single with Woodward ending up at third base. So not so fast. Braves aren't done yet in the first inning. As Mac Jones steps to the plate. Boy, I tell you what, the Braves could really use Jones to get going. Hitting just .193, he does have 3 home runs, just 7 RBIs. Hamilton checks the runners. The pitch to Jones. 1-7 righty. Pops him up right side. It's going to be Hunt to make the catch. And the side is retired, so 1-7. Right between a walk and a single, Jones finds that pop out. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. And the 0 stands. We go to the bottom of the first. Atlanta nothing, New York coming to bat, and here's the Mets lineup. Excuse me, I forgot to get my water. Ron Hunt leads it off at second base. Al Luplo is in right. Cleon Jones in center field. Ken Boyer, the cleanup man, at third base. Ed Cranepool is in left. And you know, the Mets have been getting some calls and letters from the fans urging Westrom to get over this thing, cut bait on Stewart, and put Cranepool back at first base where he belongs. Because you can see what this does to their defense. Stewart, an awful first baseman, and you stick Cranepool, a solid first baseman, out in left where he's horrible. Anyway, we'll see how that plays out. They're saying cut bait on Stewart, play Cranepool at first. The fans have spoken. Dr. Strangeglove himself at first, he bats 6th. Jerry Grody back in the lineup at catcher, he hits 7th. Roy McMillan is the shortstop, and Hamilton the pitcher. Here's Ron Hunt to start it off. Hunt hitting .272, no homers, 7 RBIs. Cloninger ready to go to work. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be a 5-6 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Hunt down on strikes. And here's Luplow. Luplow hitting .196, 1 homer, 5 RBIs. Left-handed hitting outfielder. Cloninger set. It's a 2-9 righty grounder to second base. Felix Millan will take it. Tosses it to Torrey for the out. Whew. And here's Cleon Jones. Cleon hitting .293, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Standing in from the right side as Cloninger comes set. The windup and the pitch is a 5-7 right-handed. Grounder to second base X. Tough chance for Millan. A 4E24. Here's the play on a 20. He makes a nice stop and throws him out. Nice play, Felix Millan, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Tony Cloninger. And just like that, we're scoreless after an inning. It's been a trying couple of days. I'm trying to relax now, get into the flow of the game. Spent quite a bit of time at T-Mobile. Way longer than I planned on being there. I left there and then quickly shot through Taco Bell to grab a snack, thinking, heck, I got to be on in an hour. And then coming home to all this noise. This topped off by yesterday was just a total frustration with all of the glitches and then numerous phone calls to AT&T trying to get some satisfaction out of them. I tell you, by the time I went to bed last night, I was about ready to just throw in the towel, but we're not going to do that. Okay? We're just going to take the next step, try the next internet provider and see how it goes. One day at a time. Second inning, here's Torrey to lead it off. Torrey hitting .320, 7 home runs, 42 RBIs, second on the team to Aaron. Hamilton with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 6-7 right, and he walks him. Leadoff walk to Torrey, and the batter will be the catcher, Rico Carty. I never get tired of that. Carty, .356 average, 4 homers, 16 RBIs. Hamilton working from the stretch now. Comes in with a 6-8 righty, and it's back-to-back walks to open the second. So Jack Hamilton battling his control a bit to start the second. Just one more start after this for Hamilton, and then he becomes the closer. Or the stopper, whatever they called it in 1966. I don't think they used closer yet. We've already established that. Ace or stopper. Hello there, Thomas. 1958. Phillies 9, Cubs 4. Kurt Simmons beats Taylor Phillips. Chuck Esigian with a home run. First and second, nobody out. Here's Felix Millan. Just 5 for 28. That's a 179 average. Hamilton from the stretch. That's going to be a 5-9 right-handed. It's a grounder to short X. This could be 2. McMillan a 320. Ranges to his left. On a 20. He's got it. Steps on second for the force and throws to first base for the double play. Two down, Joe Torrey to third. And Cloninger, a good hitting pitcher, right-handed hitter, 7 with end power. Hamilton's pitch on a 2-8 struck him out. Boy, right in his good column there. That's a pretty good column for a pitcher. But down he goes. No runs, no hits, 1 left. And we're still scoreless. I think the yard guys are finally done. Did not expect them today. This is not lawn day. They were doing the shrubs. Trimming all the shrubs, and then they go around and blow everything off. So it's been noisy since I got home. Quieting down now. How is everybody else faring today? I have to say I'm stressed being in, I feel like I'm in no man's land since I haven't changed the internet over yet. I do not like things that are not, when things are not set up properly. Being in limbo like this really triggers my anxiety disorder. This is going to be another Xanax day, definitely. Bottom of the second, here's Boyer. Ken Boyer hitting .242, team leading 6 home runs and a team leading 25 runs batted in. Here's Cloninger's pitch. On a 3-9 righty, he grounds it down to third base, taken there by Matthews, who throws him out. 1 down, and that'll bring up Ed Kranepool. Kranepool hitting .236, 4 home runs, 20 RBIs. Cloninger set now. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-12 righty. A little comebacker. Cloninger will take it, fires it over to Torrey, and quickly there's 2 down. And that brings up Dick Stewart. Stewart at .225, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. The pitch from Cloninger's a 5-7 righty. It's a grounder second base X. Another tough chance for Felix Millan, 424. On a 9, that's the E range. So we've got the roll of a 9 on a 24, and he makes the play and throws him out. Another nice play by Felix Millan. Millan, who's handled 3 of the 6 plays so far. Actually, 3 of 5 if you don't count the strikeout. 1, 2, 3 go the Mets. And we're scoreless after 2. Okay, 3rd inning. Here is Hamilton. Top of the order for Atlanta. God, it goes fast, doesn't it, Ben? That's 3, Frank. Eddie Matthews comes to the plate, .268, 6 homers, 18 RBIs. Thank you for dropping in, unmitigated for the Mets. Hamilton's pitch to Eddie Matthews is a 3-9 right-handed grounder towards second. Hunt will take it. Flips it to Stewart, 1 down. Here's Woodward. Singled his first time up. Although it took a umpire review to award him that single. Here's the pitch to Hamilton. It's a 3-6 righty. Line towards short, single to 16. That's going to be a base hit for Woody Woodward, and he's 2 for 2. And where the hell is Michael? Michael, for those who don't know, a constant Woody Woodward, Mike Ryan detractor. And here's Aaron, who struck out his first time. Hamilton takes a look at the runner. Now from the stretch comes to the plate 2-8, and he loses him ball 4. Aaron takes first on the base on balls. Woodward down to second. Atlanta threatening in the top of the third. First and second, one away. And here's Felipe Alou. Alou singled his first time up. Hamilton into the windup. 6-9 righty is a grounder to third base. Single on a one. Force play otherwise. Boyer to Hunt for one, to Stewart not in time. That'll be a 5-4 force. Aaron is erased and Woodward ends up at third. So with two away, it'll be up to Mac Jones once again. Hamilton checks the runners. The windup and the pitch on a 6-7, and he walks him and the bases are full. Fourth walk of the game for Hamilton. Alou goes down to second, and with the bases loaded and two out, Joe Torre steps up to the plate. Torre, again, second to Aaron on the team in RBIs with 42. That ranks among the league leaders. Torre walked in the second. No place to put him. Hamilton gets the sign. The pitch on a 2-6. Grounder towards second base. Single to six. Here's the play, and it's fielded there by Hunt, who throws him out to end the inning. So the Braves leave the bases full in the third. No runs, one hit, three left. 2.5 were still scoreless. Bottom of the lineup here in the bottom of the third. Jerry Grody to start it off. Grody, 239 on the year. No homers, 11 RBIs. Cloninger into the windup. The pitch is a 3-5 right-handed, and he draws the walk. First base runner for the Mets. Yes, they are. That's 5, right? No, 7. 7 left on already for the Braves. Here's Roy McMillan, the shortstop, batting .220, 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Cloninger working from the stretch now. Tristan McMillan is a 1-8 right-handed grounder right back to Cloninger. He goes down to Millan for one. To Torre not in time. That's going to be a fourth. Grody erased. McMillan to first. And with one out, Hamilton will be the batter. A D bunter. And a terrible hitter. Always a dilemma. Here's the pitch. Hamilton's going to lay it down. He's a D on a 2. And he gets the bunt down. So McMillan to second with 2 down. It will be up to Ron Hunt. Hello, Dan. I remember then when that was a popular expression. In the 70s, right? McMillan at second, 2 away. Here's Hunt. Cloninger checks the runner. Comes to the plate 1-9, and that's going to be a liner right into the glove of Felix Millan, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, a man left. Nothing but goose eggs through 3. Hang on, I'm trying to get my stats back up here again. Okay, there we go. Ready to go to the fourth. Bottom third of the order for Atlanta. That's Carty, Mion, and Cloninger. Carty walked his first time up. Hamilton gets the sign from Grody. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 4-2 right-handed. A fly ball to left field, playable. Kranepool settles under it and makes the catch. Here's Felix Mion now. Hamilton with the windup and the pitch. It's a 3-6 righty, grounded to shortstop. Routine from McMillan, who throws him out. And there's 2 away quickly here in the fourth. Here's Tony Cloninger with 2 down. He struck out in the second. Hamilton's pitch is a 5-5 righty, swung on and missed, strike 3. Cloninger strikes out for the second time. 1-2-3 go the Braves. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still scoreless. Pitchers duel here on a happy hour Friday. Bottom of the fourth, it'll be Luplow, Jones, and Boyer. Luplow 0 for 1. Cloninger gets the sign from Rico Carty. Here's the windup and the pitch on a 4-5 left-handed. Fly ball straightaway center. Jones is there to make the catch, and there's 1 down. Here's Cleon now, 0 for 1. Cloninger's pitch is a 5-5 right-handed, grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Woody. 334, Woodward into the hole. On a 10, it's going to be the E range. So it's an 8 on a 34, and he can't make the play. That's going to be an error on Woody Woodward. E6, Cleon reaches. First error of the ball game. Now let's check the battery. Jones, excellent speed, good base stealer. Cloninger a +1 hold. Carty, of course, with the +3 arm behind the plate. Jones a 19, held at 17. He's going to roll for the lead. 2 through 7. 7, he's got it. 1 to, what did I say it was? 16. The throw down by Carty. He's just in there under the tag. Stolen base, Cleon Jones. Oh my, that was close. For Cleon, his 8th stolen base of the season. And here's the next pitch to Ken Boyer. On a 5-3 right-handed, he flies it to left field X. That's Olu. Olu 2E7, a good outfielder. Ranging to the gap on the 20, he's there to make the catch. 2 down. Nice running catch there by Felipe Alou in left. And here's Kranepool. Jones taking his lead. Cloninger into the windup. 6-4 left-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep right field. Backing up his Aaron at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run Kranepool, and the Mets lead it 2-0. Let's take another look at that. 6'4 lefty. He's got the power. Homer to 18. He rolls the 3. And for Ed Kranepool, that's his 5th home run of the season. And ouch, that error really hurt, didn't it? 2-0 Mets. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Stewart. Cloninger ready to work. There's the pitch. It's a 6-9 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So that ends the inning, but the Mets score 2 runs on a 2-run blast by Ed Kranepool. Both runs unearned as far as Cloninger is concerned, but after 4 innings of play, it's Mets 2, Braves nothing. We go to the 5th now. Jack Hamilton rated 6 for starter endurance. Cloninger 7. Top of the order for the Braves. Matthews 0 for 2 standing in from the left side. Hamilton gets the sign. The windup and the pitch is a 1-8 right-handed. That's banged into right center. Over to cut it off Luplo. Double to 5. It's going to be a long single for Matthews. Leadoff single for Eddie Matthews. And here's Woody Woodward. 2 for 2, but a crucial error in the bottom of the 4th. Hamilton from the stretch. 3-5, grounder to second base to the left of Hunt. Hunt's got it, his only play to first. And Matthews takes second on the play. Henry Aaron steps to the plate. He represents the tying run. Struck out and walked so far. Hamilton gets his sign. The windup and the pitch. 1-7 right-handed, grounder to shortstop, fielded by McMillan, looks the runner back and throws him out. A tweener, as somebody pointed out. I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to incorporate that into my jargon, but I kind of like it. Yeah, just to recap. A tweener would be either an out between two positive results or vice versa. It'll be up to Alou. 1 for 2 so far. Hamilton's pitch is going to be a 4-5 right-handed. It lifts a harmless fly ball to left. Kranepool waiting on it, and that will do it. So Matthews stranded at second. No runs, 1 hit, a man left. Jack Hamilton pitching a hell of a game today. Just 4 hits, all singles. And yes, sir, Franklin, and as Ben pointed out earlier as well, a lot of runners left on base for Atlanta in this one. Thank you, Thomas. I like that too. I almost like that better. A field goal roll. Left on base, Dan. Yeah, you get it now. 2, 4, 7, 8 left on. Actually, 7 left on. There was a double play. Bottom of the order for the Mets as we go to the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Grody, McMillan, and Hamilton. Grody walked his first time up. Cloninger staring in to get the sign. That's a 1-8 right-handed fly ball to straightaway center. Jones backing up. He's there and makes the catch for the out. Here's Roy McMillan, the shortstop. McMillan 0 for 1. Cloninger gets the sign. The windup and the pitch is a 2-7, called strike 3. That's strikeout number 3 for Tony Cloninger, and that'll bring up the pitcher Hamilton. Right-handed batter on a 6-5. Single to 5, it's a fly ball, shallow fly ball to left. And that's going to be caught by Felipe Alou. A 1-2-3 inning for Cloninger. We're through 5. It's 2-0 Mets. Cruising along nicely today. I'm starting to feel actually somewhat confident in the technical aspects. I'm going to top off my coffee. Boy, that's the last of it. That's the last of the coffee, fellas. I tell you, if I had known how long I was going to sit at T-Mobile, I would have grabbed a Starbucks on the way in there. Okay, Hamilton taking the mound for the 6th. That's his first inning of potential fatigue. And the Braves will send up Jones, Torrey, and Carty here in the 6th inning, trailing by 2. Getting a little closer to Mookie time. I haven't seen Mookie. He's hiding somewhere because of all the noise from the hedge trimmers and the blowers. Jones 0 for 1 with a walk. Hamilton set now. The windup and the pitch is a 6-10 left-handed. That's going to be a shallow fly to center. Jones comes on and makes the catch. So Jones flies out to Jones. 1 down. And here's Joe Torre. Torre 0 for 1 with a walk. Hamilton into the windup. On a 5-7 right-handed, it's a grounder second base X. Tough chance for Hunt, a 328. Ranging to his left. Here's the play. It's an E range, so it's a 10 on a 28. Hunt scoops it up and fires it over to Stewart for the out. Nice play, Ron Hunt. Other than the Woodward error, we've had some good defense in this one. 2 down, and here's Carty, 0 for 1 with a walk. Hamilton's pitch. That's a 1-6 righty, and that's lined into left for a 2-out single. 5th hit for Atlanta, all singles. The batter will be Mian, who's grounded to short both times today. Taking his lead is Carty, a modest lead at first. Hamilton takes a glance over there and comes to the plate, 3-10 right-handed. He lifts one the other way into right. Luplow right there in his tracks to grab it. And that will do it for the Braves in the 6th. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Jack Hamilton, just cruising along so far today. Cloninger hanging right there with him. The home run to Cranepool, the only blemish on his record today. All in all, a good pitcher's duel. And here come the Mets in the bottom of the inning with the top of the order. Then Ron Hunt will start us off. Hunt 0 for 2. Cloninger gets his sign. Here's the pitch on a 6-3 right-handed, and Hunt drives that one the other way. It's going to drop in front of Aaron for a leadoff single. In contrast, that's just the 2nd hit for the Mets off of Cloninger. Wow, I just now noticed that. Here's Al Luplow 0 for 2. Cloninger from the stretch. It's a 6-4 left-handed. That's the same thing. High fly ball to right field. Back goes Aaron to 18. It's gone. Home run Luplow, and it's 4-0. Holy cow. The 6-4 got him again. To 18, he rolls to 9 this time. It's a 2-run shot for Luplow, and it's 4-0 Mets. And for Al Luplow, that's his 2nd home run of the season. So a pair of 2-run homers have the Mets on top 4-0. Still nobody out. And here's Cleon Jones. Good point, Ben. Yeah, he's given up some traffic, to be sure. On the other hand, I was kind of thinking nothing for extra bases, which against this Braves lineup is kind of impressive in and of itself. Here's Cleon now, 0 for 2. Cloninger with the pitch. 2-7 righty, that's a base hit up the middle. 3 straight hits now off of Cloninger, and somebody's going to be getting up in the Atlanta pen. Let's see who that is. He didn't use anybody in real life. As Cloninger went the distance, he's going to face the righty. Left, right, right, right. Mostly righties. Chichi Olivo throwing down there in the Braves pen. He's a right-hander. I'm caught. Okay. Jones at first +4 battery. 19 held at 17. He's going to roll for it. 2 through 7 for the lead. He's got it. There he goes. 1 to 17. The throw down. He's stolen it. Second steal of the game for Jones. And here's the next pitch to Ken Boyer. 4-7 right-handed. Liner towards third. Single to 4. And that's caught there by Matthews. Liner right at Matthews. One away. And up to the plate steps Ed Kranepool, who homered his last time up. Yeah, there you go, Ben. That's a good way to put it. He's been good at getting out of trouble today, with some help from his defense. Cloninger in trouble now. Runner at second, 1 down. Kranepool standing in from the left side. Here comes the pitch. It's a 1-6 righty. He pops him up on the right side. Torrey will take it, and that's 2 down. Here's Dick Stewart, 0 for 2. Cloninger's pitch is a 3-9 righty. Struck him out. That'll do it. 2 runs for the Mets on 3 hits, 1 left. And through 6, it's 4-0 Mets. That'll do it for Cloninger. Leading off the 7th, he will exit for a pinch hitter. Cloninger goes 6 today. Only allowed 3 hits, but 2 of them were 2-run homers. 4 runs, 2 earned. Walked 1. Struck out 4. So he deserved better. Heck, you could make the argument that Cloninger pitched better than Hamilton did. Hamilton was luckier. Four hits, excuse me. 1, 2, 4 hits. I've got to get some more of these. I've got to get a new whiteout stick. I hope you guys have bought stock in Bic Whiteout. I mean, you could make the case that Cloninger should bat, but we're not going to do that. That would not be very realistic. Not a whole lot on the bench. Taking a look at the Atlanta bench now. Hamilton pretty balanced, so it doesn't really matter. As far as what handedness the batter hits with. Looks like Geiger or Menke. Gary Geiger will be the hitter. Gary Geiger? Don't tell Bob Costas' doctor friend that. Let's check Geiger's numbers on the season. .271 average, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Top of the 7th, Hamilton facing the lefty. Here's the windup on the pitch. That's going to be a 6-4 lefty. Grounded to third base X. Tough chance for Boyer. 226. Here's the play on a 14 E-range. It's a roll of a 10 on a 26, and that's an error on Boyer. First error for the Mets. E5. Geiger to first. Pretty good runner. No threat to steal. And that'll bring up the leadoff man, Eddie Matthews. That's another weird thing. Matthews hitting leadoff. You got to hand it to Bobby Bragan. If nothing else, he was creative. Cardi catching, Matthews leading off. I saw Al before. I don't remember if I said hello or not, but hello, Al. Anyway, maybe it's for the second time. He's a Geiger counter. Yeah, if you've never watched it, look up on YouTube Bob Costas, Gary Geiger. It's not very long. It's well worth it. Pertains to Strat-O-Matic. Matthews 1 for 3. There's action in the Mets bullpen. Jerry Arrigo, the lefty. Dick Selma, the right-hander. Hamilton ready to go to work here. The pitch to Matthews is a 3-9 right-handed grounder to second. Hunt to his left. His play is to first. And on the play, Geiger to second. That'll bring up Woody, 2 for 3 today. Woody Woodward. Hamilton checks the runner now. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-10 right-handed. Called strike 3. Oh, Woodward doesn't like it. Harvey tells him to take a seat. And with 2 down, here is Hank Aaron. Now, this is tough, okay? Looking at it from the Mets' perspective, really you don't want to pitch to Aaron. On the other hand, with a 4-run lead, you're not going to walk him intentionally either. So he's going to bat. Hamilton's pitch to Henry Aaron is a 3-7 right-handed. He lifts it to center. Backing up is Cleon Jones, and he's there to make the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a man left. There was an error. 7 scoreless for Jack Hamilton today, and the Mets lead it 4-0. As we play, Where's Mookie? Chichi Olivo jogging in from the pen. Let's see if we can find him. I have an idea where he is. You can come out, Mookie. They're gone. Come on, they're gone. Mookie. Yep, under the bed. I knew it. He did not like all that noise. It's all over, buddy. You can exit the bomb shelter now. Still seems a little uncertain. It is. Yeah, it is, Ben. That's where I found it when I got home. When I got home, the yard guys were hard at work. Now he's going to go up and check it out. Yeah, go ahead. There's nothing out there. They're gone. He still doesn't trust it. Yeah, it's okay, buddy. It's a trap. That fish-faced guy from Star Wars. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm picturing anyway. That would be funny if that's what you were thinking, man, when you said it. First of all, I mean, just look at him, right? I'm talking about the Admiral. Yes. As I like to say, just look at him. If that's not enough to make you laugh by itself. Yeah, he's still scared. Oh, Dad, you're killing me. All righty, that was entertaining. Back to this one, bottom of the seventh. Mets lead at 4-0. They have the bottom of the order coming up. Grody, McMillan, and Hamilton. Grody 0 for 1 with a walk. Olivo gets the sign from Carter. The pitch is a 2-9 right-handed, called strike 3. Harvey rings him up. 1 away, and here's the shortstop, McMillan. Roy McMillan 0 for 2 today. Olivo with a 6-7 right-handed grounder to second base X. That's me on again. 424. Here's the roll on an 8. It's the E range. An 11 on a 24. He makes the play and throws him out. That's 3 X plays converted by me on today. And Hamilton's going to hit. Olivo with a 4-7 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. The 1-2-3 go the Mets. 2 punch-outs for Olivo. We played 7. It's 4-0. Yeah, isn't it? It feels like a Friday. To say the Braves have wasted a lot of chances in this one would be an understatement, but as it stands, Jack Hamilton finds himself 6 outs away from a shutout. Alou, Jones, and Torrey here in the 8th. Hamilton facing Felipe Alou now. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a 3-3 righty. Foul ball back at the plate. Grody tosses the mask aside and puts it away. Here's Mac Jones now, 0 for 2 with the walk. Hamilton gets the sign. The pitch is a 4-7 left-handed, and he walks him. 1 out walk to Jones. I got to add that up now. It's 4. That's the 5th walk issued by Hamilton. +3 hold. Grody a -1 arm. So Jones is 17. His run doesn't mean a whole lot, but they're going to hold him anyway. They'll hold him on at 15. And the Braves trailing by 4 don't want to chance that, so Torrey will swing away. Mion is outperforming his defense, isn't he, Ben? Dan got a new set this week. The Diamond Jams and the Negro League Stars. Oh, I'll bet that is fascinating. Jones takes his lead. He's being held. Hamilton's pitch to Torrey. 2-12 righty, and he hits him. Oh my goodness, we got a roll for it. Torrey will take his base on the hit by pitch. Mostly right-handers. Still the best they've got is Selma and Arrigo, and they're both about ready. They've been ready. They get up and start tossing again, actually. First and second one out, and here's the catcher, Rico Cardi. Cardi 1 for 2 with a walk. Hamilton studying the signs. Pitch to Rico Cardi. He's a 4-3 right-handed. Lifts it to right field, pretty deep. Luplow makes the catch. Jones can tag up and go to third. 15-17. He's only out on a 20. He'll tag and take third on the flyout. Jones slides over to third. Runners at the corners are 2 away, and it's up to the second baseman, Felix Millan. Millan 0 for 3 today. Hamilton set. The pitch to Millan on a 6-10 right-handed. High pop fly to left. Cranepool comes in, waiting on it, and makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, 2 left on. Hamilton just 3 outs from a shutout as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Top of the order for the Mets, here's Ron Hunt, 1 for 3 on the day. Second inning of work for Chichi Olivo. Gets his sign from Carter. There's the pitch now on a 1-10 righty. He drops it into right field in front of Aaron for a leadoff single, and Hunt's 2 for 4. -1 +3. 17. Hunt held on at 15. And here's Luplow, who homered his last time up. Olivo working from the stretch. Comes in there with a 2-10 right-handed. Foul ball back of the plate. That's Cardi to make the play. 1 down. Runner still held. Here's Cleon Jones now. Jones 1 for 3 today. 2 stolen bases. And a run scored. Olivo out of the stretch. 1-8 righties, a hard grounder to short. Woodward to Millan for 1, to Torrey, double play. And that takes us to the 9th inning. Mets lead it 4-0. Let's check the Mets defense now. Well, Stewart's coming out. That's a given. Cranepool will move to first base, where he's a 3-13. Who goes to left? Who's better? Johnny Lewis will take over in left. Lewis is a 3-4 with a good arm, -3. Hunt, Luplow in right. Let me just check their bench here one more time. That's about as good as it's going to get. Jack Hamilton ready to go to work in the 9th. He's given up only 5 hits today, all singles. However, he's also walked 5 and hit a batter. Atlanta will start off the 9th by sending up a pinch hitter for Chichi Olivo. And that's going to be Dennis Menke. Menke hitting .257 on the season, 4 home runs. Arrigo has sat down. It's Selma now by himself tossing in the pen, just in case. Menke at the plate. Hamilton into the windup. It's a 3-9 right-handed, and he walks him. Lead-off walk to Menke. Top of the order for the Braves. And barring a double play, that assures that Henry Aaron will bat one more time. Eddie Matthews hitting now. He's 1 for 4. Hamilton checks the runner. From the stretch, it's a 1-5. That's going to be extra bases. That's over Luplo's head in right. Triple out of 1. That is going to be a double for Matthews. Rounding and being held at third is Menke. His run means nothing. And now one more hitter walk will fatigue Hamilton. Oh my, now it's drama time. 4-2 Mets, but the Braves have runners at second and third with nobody out. Woodward at the plate, Aaron to follow. Woody 2 for 4 today. Infield playing back. They'll gladly trade a run for an out at this point. Hamilton staring in now. Here's the pitch to Woody. On a 6-6 righty, he walks him to load the bases, and Hamilton is fatigued. And what a dilemma. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he has to come out. Here comes Westrom. A lot of the time when a pitcher is pitching a shutout, which he still is technically, I'd let him face a batter tired. But this isn't just any batter. This is Major League home run leader Hank Aaron, who has 22 home runs already on the season. And he represents the tying run. So in comes Dick, here, from the beleaguered Mets bullpen, pick one. In comes Dick Selma. Hamilton ends up with 8+. As Selma gets loose, we can total him out, I guess. 4, 5, 6 hits. But the walks, man, the walks. Those base on balls. 7 walks and a hit batter. 2, 3, 4 strikeouts. Crowd getting nervous here in Shea. Exactly, Ben. Menke at third, Matthews at second, Woody Woodward at first, nobody out. Here's Aaron. Dick Selma ready to go to work. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 6-7 right-handed. A grounder to second base X. This could be 2. Hunt at 328. Here's the play on a 7. His only play is to first, and a run will score. Everybody advances. The Mets will take it, though. They'll gladly trade a run for an out all inning. Menke crosses the plate. Second and third, one down. Felipe Alou, the batter. Mac Jones on deck. How many were rooting for an Aaron home run? I have to admit, secretly I was. Not that I want the Mets to lose necessarily. It's just in the moment that would have been really exciting. Infield back. Selma pitching to Felipe Alou. Here's the pitch. On a 3-8, it's a grounder to short. McMillan has it, throws him out as another run crosses the plate. But the Braves are down to their last out. It's 4-2 now. Woodward scoots over to third. 2 down, 4-2. Runner at third, Mac Jones at the plate. Selma trying to close it down. Jones 0 for 2, walked twice. Selma with the windup. The pitch to Mac Jones is a 5-7 grounder to second routine. That's going to do it as Hunt throws him out, and that's the ball game. And the Mets hang on to win it 4-2. Two two-run home runs. Excuse me, tongue-tied. And that'll get it done. I'll have the totals in a moment. Thank you, everybody, for watching today. That was a pretty good game. Interesting, Dan. Yeah. That's to me, that's one of the beauties of Strat-O-Matic. Of course, on the other hand, if you were making out the lineup instead of going by the as-played lineups, who the hell is going to put Jones in the cleanup spot? Right? That's a save for Selma. Is that his first? I think he might have one, actually. That's his second. Hamilton deservedly gets the win. He's 3-5. Cloninger the loss. Tough luck loss in a way for Cloninger. 2 unearned runs. He drops to 4-8. Olivo worked 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Both of the runs charged to Hamilton. Exactly, Franklin. The Braves have nobody but themselves to blame for this one. They had 13 base runners, plus an error, so they had 14 actually. Mets win it with 4 runs, just 5 hits, 1 error. Atlanta 2 runs, 6 hits, and an error. And it's interesting you would say that, Kenyon, because he won't make it through the season. You may have already known that. I haven't seen a single vote for player of the game yet, and frankly, I'm on the fence on it too. We've got several good nominees, but no clear standout. I'm inclined to give it to Hamilton. But you could easily give it to Crane Pool or Luplo. There we go. Somebody speaks up. Thank you, Mike. Mike's for Hamilton. I'm definitely leaning Hamilton. That's 2 for Hamilton. Well, 3 counting me, but I don't count. No. What do you mean you don't count? Okay. It's going to be Hamilton. No game tomorrow. I might do some kind of a practice stream, though, after I set up the new internet. In fact, I'm almost certainly will, because I'll be too curious not to. I'll be back with you on Sunday for the Reds at the Phillies. That's going to be Joey J. and Bob Buell. Is that right? Let me double check that. Make sure I'm looking at the right date here. June the 9th. Yep, Jay and Buell. For the Braves, Bobby Bragan would manage 112 games. And then Billy Hitchcock would take over for the remainder of the season. So Bragan gets fired after 112 games. That'll be a while. So we have to put up with Bragan for a bit more. Okay. Well, I've got nothing to add to that. The game speaks for itself, really. Exciting moment of the game, though, had to be Aaron coming to the plate with the bases loaded and nobody out in the ninth, even though he didn't do anything. At least for me. Ben likes Luplo. And that's a valid one too, Ben. Yeah, what the heck. I'm going to stick with Hamilton. Attaboy to Luplo and honorable mention to Crane Pool. I'll be back with you all on Sunday. Hey, everybody, thanks again for watching. I do appreciate it immensely. And I just want to get out of here. I'll leave you with my usual have a good evening and have a great weekend, everybody. See you on Sunday. Take care, guys.